students. I still remain your teacher, Teacher Kate Equidrim, the civic education teacher. Today we'll be talking about cultism. But before then, let's go through what we did last time. Remember the last time we talked about self-employment. And one of the reasons for going into this venture is to avoid what we are going to talk about today. Remember, I gave you assignments. I hope you have done the assignment. We'll be going through it after the end of this class. But today, let's go straight to what we have, which is cultism. But before then, let's talk about what cultism means. What does it mean? What is cultism? We'll be talking about the meaning. We'll be going through the different cult groups we have in our schools. And also we'll be looking at reasons why students join this cult group. And after then, we'll talk about the consequences. That is the aftermath of joining the cult group. Now let's talk about cult. When we talk about cultism or secret cult, what does it entail? What does it mean? It simply means a secret society or a secret organization where people are bound by an oath. Where people are bound by an oath. It could be a blood oath, it could be an agreement, whatever it is, they are bound by it to stay together no matter whatever it may cost. It could cost them their life, but once they have taken that oath, it binds them together. Then what is this cultism? It's simply the art of performing this secret cult acts. Let me take it again. What is cult? Cult is a secret organization, a secret society. When we say secret, they don't let their things out to the public. It is hidden. It is within them. They alone know what they are doing. And I told you that they are bound by an oath. It could be a blood oath. It could be an agreement. And this agreement or oath binds them together. Whatever it may cost them, like I said, it could cost them their life. But still, they are bound together by this oath. Then we'll say cultism is simply the art of performing these secret activities. Now let's talk about different cult groups in our schools. We know that some of us we might be pushed to join cult group, but I tell you, at the end of the day, it does not pay. Now different cult groups in schools, you can also tell me some of them. I am sure that you know most of them. We have those that they call themselves the Black Berets. We have those that call themselves the Vikings. We have those that call themselves the Pirates, the Sea Dog, and the rest of them. Then you now ask, why do these people join the secret cult? But before then, let me give you a brief history of the origin of this secret organization. This secret cult, or we can call it confraternity, started in the University College of Ibadan in 1953 by an overlord, Wale Soyinka. The single reason for forming this group, it is not a secret cult then, they call it just a confraternity or a group. The reason for joining this or forming this group was just to remove ethnicity, tribalism, nepotism in schools. Because you have a situation where lecturers try as much as possible to vindicate or to cajole students into doing one or two things to earn mark or to earn scores. But some students found it that it is not right. So they form a group. That group was just for them to fight for their right. But along this line, different groups started emanating from this group and formed their own group, gave names. And at the end of the day, they have evil intentions. And at the end of the day, also, this evil intention resulted to shedding of blood. That is why we have different confraternities in schools. It has even entered the primary school, the secondary school, and the high institution. Now let's see reasons why students will want to join this cult group. Now I have on the board some reasons why students will want to join the cult group. One is lack of fear of God. Remember, we'll say that the fear of God is what? The beginning of wisdom. Some people don't fear God. They don't know that there is God. They believe they can do whatever they like and go free with it. But if you have the fear of God, for sure, you will be scared or you will be a bit relented to do some things that we do. So if you have the fear of God, of course, you wouldn't want to join a group which will tell you to shed blood. Another reason why people or students who want to join a cult group is for money making. They feel that if they join this cult group, money can come easily through this group. Of course, we know that some of these group members are from rich families, rich students from rich homes. They don't know what to do with money, so some of them join this group just to give out their money. And we have politicians too that use some of these people to perpetrate their evil. So they pump in money into this group. So that is why some students will find themselves into this group just for the money-making reason. Another reason is to join their peers. Some students in secondary school, they want to feel among. They believe that if they are in one particular group, of course, people will see them as those that have arrived, that yes, they will be reckoned with, they will be respected, they will be accepted. So because of this, because of peer pressure, you find them joining evil group. They join the secret cult just to be among their peers, for them to be accepted. And also, some students join secret cult because of lack of information about this cult group. They don't know what it's all about. They just find themselves, yes, I want to feel among, I want to be part of this group, and they just join it. But by the time you join it, you find out that it will be too late for you to pull back. Because by then, some of the assignment that will be given to you to do will be too difficult or too bloody for you to pull out from it. For now, I think we'll have to leave that at the four points that I've given you. I want you to also look at some of the reasons why students want to join the cult group. Now let's go to consequences of cultism. That is, what is the aftermath? If I join this cult group, what will be the aftermath of joining this group? Of course, we know that when you shed blood, you have to pay for it. Now, some of the consequences of cultism is that it leads to the shedding of innocent blood. You find out by the time you join this group, you might be told your assignment for this week is to go and kill one or two persons. And of course, you must carry out that assignment because you're in a group. You have no reason to refuse, because by the time you refuse, it will be at your own expense, at the expense of your own life. The second reason or consequences of cultism is poor academic performance. You find out if you join this cult group, of course, your performance in class, in school, will drop. You will not be able to perform optimally the way you ought to do in class. You'll be missing your classes. You will not be there to write your notes. You'll find out that most times you're outside the school doing things that are not academically okay for your academic growth. Now, another reason or consequences of cultism is that it leads to lack of peace, especially in our society. You find out that most often the problem that we are having now is because of one group or the other. You find out because we have different cult groups, there's always rivalry between them or amongst them. You find out this cult group is clashing with this other cult group. They destroy property, they shed blood, and because of that, there will be no peace in the society. At home, no peace. In the society, no peace. In school, you find out those are the students that destroy and steal things in the school. Another consequence of this cultism is that it also leads to exam malpractice. Remember, we said that your academic performance will be poor. Of course, if you're not in class, while the class is going on or while the teacher is teaching, of course, you know that what you have to rely back on is malpractice, where you need to, at the time of the exam, you want to copy somebody or you want to jot something down on a piece of paper so that you can fall back on it to write exam. So these are some of the consequences of cultism. I want you to go through your textbook or you Google some consequences of cultism in schools and also find out how we can prevent cultism in school. In our next class, we'll be talking about how to prevent cultism in school. Don't forget, go through your notes, go through your textbook, Google, and find out consequences of cultism so that we can avoid going into it. Thank you. We'll meet in our next class.